Hello friends, in the last talk we saw the introduction of software testing. Now let us learn or study the software testing terminology. Learn or study the software testing terminology. As a software tester or a software test engineer, you will find all these terms encountered during the process of software testing. Mainly, what is the main idea or crucial thing of software testing is to identify the defects. So, the first thing is about the failure. What is a failure? Now, in software testing, you will find there are terms used like failure, defect, error, bug. So, you will wonder that these are the same terminology, they are same concept. No, their pattern is same, that means something is wrong. But the terminology, meaning or concept varies at the time of identification. So let's study about the failure. A failure is said to occur whenever the external behavior of system does not match or conform to the system specification defined in a documentation. During the design of your requirements, during the documentation of your requirements, all your requirements are put up. When the implementation phase, they are all coded up. And in the testing phase, all these requirements is processed, is tested, whether the behavior should map your requirements, your specification. If not, then the failure is identified. Now, I'll take one example of failure. Let's say I designed one remote control with only two buttons, that is green and red. The green is mainly to off or it's off remote control of closing the door, automatic door. So when I press the green button, the door should be open, and when I press the red button, the door should be closed. But during testing phase, test engineer found that when I press green button, the door is half open, and when I press red button, the door open. This is a failure because it is not matching or it is not the same what my documentation of specification or the requirement has stated out. Now next terminology is about the error. What is the error? Error is a state of the system in which it underlays. It could be lead to a failure in the absence of the correct measure. Now, a small mistake in a code is defined by the error. In a code, for example, integer a is not defined, function not called, a function is misspelled, improper use of the variables. This kind of mistakes or this kind of error you find out in your coding. But when error found by a tester, what is the defect? Of course, the defect is same as the fault. A fault can be another cause of error. It's like adjusted or the same cause of an error, a fault system, we say. So it is same as the defect, same meaning, one understand. And what is the fault? Sorry, what is the defect? The defect is accepted by the development team or by the software engineering developing team, then it is called a bug. So when I build the next version with fixed error, and newly identified requirements are to be released. But this defect is not resolved, then it is a failure. For example, you're using app. Now app version, for example, say in a chat app, you found there is one bug. Then you updated your app with some 1.1 version. That means the build is established, but the build did not meet the expected requirements. So this is termed as failure.